fuck it moment. Basically, anytime things don't go like according to plan, like if it's a light crowd at a show or I'm not getting the money that I feel I should be getting for certain situations, I'm like, bet, I gotta step my shit up and put myself in the position I need to be in and make that happen. So we turn, you know, negative into positive and make it happen. Yo, I swear, man, like, maybe I'm a boring dude. I'm like an old man at heart. Like, I don't wild out on tour. Like, tours are usually smooth. Like, that's kind of the only time we are responsible and like on point and make it happen. Like, I could tell you a wild out story every day about when we're not on tour, when we're home or like chilling around the way. Like, things happen all the time. But when we're on the road, we like happy to be in this position. And it's like, yo, let's be professional, handle our business and keep it moving. I mean, every step forward is memorable. Like, literally every show, every tour. I mean, being on television, that's an amazing thing. Like, the first time seeing myself on TV was like, okay, like, I'm doing something right, you know what I mean? I mean, being on TV changed the brand, just that, you know, TV's just a whole other level, so it helped inform people. It really educated people on Meyhem Lauren. You know, who is this guy? Who is this personality? Who's this man on the television with his shirt open, with his chest out, in all these places, eating exotic things out the ocean? You know, it just brought more attention to me, and that obviously helped my music because people would check for me and see what I was doing besides the TV thing, so that was a plus. Yeah, I could definitely see myself doing more things since I'm in that space. At the end of the day, it's like, maybe it's a coincidence, but I've been doing a lot more shows since I've been on TV. I've been getting a lot more features, a lot more things have been happening, so it's a good thing. I guess the biggest misconception of Meyhem is that maybe I'm just like street dude, goon only, or something like that, because I do a certain type of music. Like, I grew up on street music, so when I make music, like, you know, I like drug gun rap, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm into. I grew up on Mobb Deep, Cool G rap, Wu, Cypress, things like that. So when you see my personality, when you see me on TV, and you're like, oh, he's joking with his friends, he's having fun, like, he's not just this, you know, this hard dude talking about hustling all day or things like that. I guess it throws people off and makes them interested, so it's a good thing, you know? You see both sides of my personality, like, they're both real, like, neither one is fake, but it's like, I'm not always out there in the mix with things, and I'm not always laughing and joking either, so. The show is taking the whole food thing to a whole other level, but I've been food related since day one, like, word to my stomach, you know what I mean? Word to my waistline. But even if you look at my first album cover, like, I had 3 lobsters and a steak on the cover, like, the Respect the Fly shit, I had a baked clam spread. Like, I always had food on my covers way before the show. My first mixtape was called Clarified Butter. Like, I do this food thing, you know what I mean? So it kind of all makes sense. Like, at the end of the day, Action had the Fuck That's Delicious thing going on. That's my main man, that's family. I was just kind of around. Like, at the end of the day, I wasn't even a cast member initially. I was just chilling. They liked me on camera, you know. Vice hollered, things worked out, and then we've just moved forward, but it kind of really happened organically. My whole life has happened organically. Yeah, Ancient Aliens is incredible. You know, it's an amazing thing. I wasn't in too many episodes because I don't really smoke, so I wasn't a huge Ancient Aliens fan. Action was, which is why they did that, why they had that idea, but I would watch it when I was at his crib because he was always watching it, and then somehow they got the green light to do what they did, which is amazing. But a flack, backlash, anything like that. But I don't look for it either. Like, at the end of the day, like, I'm gonna keep it real. Like, even if, like, on my own things, like, I might read 3 comments and keep it moving. If there's 1,000 things written, I'm not going through all of them, like, positive or negative. I don't have time for that.
School should be about exploring all talents. It should be about exploring all crafts and making all opportunities possible. And when you cut out anything out of the programs, you minimizing the chances of somebody to become successful.
One of the first conversations I had with him, you know, he loved my uniqueness. He loved my originality. You know, he always said I was an icon, down to my Stally logo. If you ever seen the Stally logo, you know, he's like, man, you an icon. That logo should be everywhere. And he always used to say, don't let anybody tell you what you can't do.
And he recorded it, like, he was like bobbing his head, and then he looks at E and he goes, he's so fucking good. And like, for him to say that, it was like, damn, like, he thinks that about me? Like, that blew my mind. And there were a couple different times where he took something I did and he said, Big Pun used to do that.
So I could have got next to him because we had Gordo with us. That's his man. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yo, you want me to make that? I'm like, nah, he trying to party. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it was a once in a lifetime opportunity. Nobody, I don't know because it didn't go down, but I didn't want to disrespect the man's privacy.